when we think about content, we view it 100% as you described it. Every single blog post, every single white paper, every landing page is an asset. And it has to be viewed from this perspective, or you're just going to think of it as like a bit of a cost center, where it's just a cost that you incur time and time again. But in reality, it's an investment. And these investments should pay back ROI. So if I'm writing a blog post, I want to understand what the average cost is per blog post. And then I'm going to think about long term, what is the value I'm going to get in return from this investment in this blog post. So if a blog post takes me $300 to outsource or $1,500 to outsource, I need to ensure that I'm going to get $1,500 back minimum. And then on top of that, what is the lifetime value of any prospect and lead that comes in on the back of that? So when you have that mindset, you start to think of everything you do a lot differently. You don't just think, oh, I'm going to create this video for the sake of creating it. You think, okay, if this is going to take up 10 hours of my day, if it's going to take 5 hours of somebody on my team's time to promote it, that's 15 hours worth of time. What's my hourly rate? Multiply that by 15. That's the cost of this asset for you to create. What are you going to get in return from that? For some brands, they just want more impressions. They want brand awareness. They want to get some social shares and buzz, and that's okay. But for some brands, they need to be able to say that video resulted in an increase in our pipeline by 2%, or that a certain portion of our revenue came directly out of this asset. Some of it is very difficult to track, but if you can track it and you can own it across the full funnel, that's when magic happens. So for us, we think marketers need to think less like artists and more like investors. Stop always creating things just for the sake of creating things, and think about the ROI out of every single asset that you not only create, but also optimize and distribute. And those two words, optimize and distribute, are essentially the idea of getting dividends from that investment that you made. So if I create a landing page or a blog post in 2021, in 2022, and in 2023, and in 2024, I should have been sharing that piece online. I should have been sending it out to leads and prospects to nurture their relationships. And I should probably be optimizing it to keep it up to date with the things that are happening in my industry so I can continue to cash the register.